We are delighted each time we know that you are anxiously waiting for this show. This is HealthPod, and allow me to greet you. I believe you had a very beautiful day. Yes, of course, throughout the day, we bring you good news. This is HealthPod. HealthPod brought to you by Mukalazi University School of Public Health, basically looking at early childhood development and maternal health and other public health areas. Edrine Osteen Mukalazi is my name. Here we are, as we promised you that we are here to demystify all the myths that you have on family planning and the misconceptions that you've kept in your minds. Some of these misconceptions are got from our peers, our in-laws, everyone has advised you considering what they know or what they have heard from others. But it's the reason Dr. Rashidah Nakwanagi from Maristops, Uganda is here to tell us what the reality is. And I believe by the end of this show, you will have known which is which. Is this the right way to go or it isn't? Mebo Murungi, our sign language interpreter, is also with us. Doctor, yes. We are once again excited to have you today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, kindly greet our viewers and then...
Our dear viewers, thank you so much for keeping with us and for staying tuned on the Family TV. I know whatever we're going to discuss is going to benefit you and make you better citizens. So as we said, the Health Pod is here to help you understand health at a better perspective.
Exactly.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, Doctor. And Doctor, statistics show that at least every woman is accounted to, is today in Uganda, every woman is approximately supposed to have 7 children. And isn't this... okay, this proves that Uganda has the highest fertility rate in Eastern and South Africa. So isn't this so good for Uganda? We have a lot of people. If every woman has 7 to now, Mebo has 7 babies, you have 7, everyone else here has 7. I believe this is now a sign of development.
Okay. Having each woman giving birth to approximately 7 children in Uganda is on a higher rate.
Yes.
Because you see, the more the population, the higher the economy is constrained. Everything is constrained because of the high number of children. So us saying that it's good because we have so many people, the population is big, it also comes back to bite us indirectly. So that's why we come back and tell you, plan for your families. If you feel you want to have a big family, can you support that family? And then can you have your big family but within a time limit, like give each child their own spacing. If you want to have 2 children, you can have your 2 children, but you can look after them. Like in the Western world, for them they have 2 to 3 children approximately. So for them,
1.
They better plan for their children. The facilities are better hospitals, better facilities, better schools. Education is free,
because
health is free.
People in our communities have a saying in Luganda, buli mwana ajja n'omukisa gwe.
Yes, every child comes with their own. I'm a Muslim, so people say mwana ne riziki ye, but that doesn't count if you start looking at the way the world is evolving. Uganda is a young economy, but with a young population. We have so many people in the young age. So our resources are constrained. And I'm sure by 2030, it's going to even be worse because we're going to have a higher population growth if people continue growing at this rate.
So is it the reason the government wants to mitigate this before it worsens?
That's why we have family planning in place. And that's why the government also is reaching out to make sure that family planning is supported. The reason why government is putting in resources, educating people, coming out to tell people, you know what, you need to plan for the family, because it sees its population is being,
free services.
Yes, it's being constrained. We want very good facilities. Everyone would want their child to go to a very good school. You'd want to go to the best hospital. You'd want your children to be well dressed. If you can manage the cost, that is okay. But if you're going to constrain yourself, trust me, you will not have the resources or the the happiness that you would want for your children to have.
Because even up to now, there are children who are still home, not because
Yes.
they don't have to go to school, but because the parents cannot really meet.
Because
the school
I think in 2014, the average Ugandan was meant to be spending 245,000 a day, a month to earn. And then if you see now, we are at 675,000 a day. A month. So if you divide that 670, an average Ugandan earning, divide it within your 7 children, the portion each will be allocated. In that portion, there's healthcare, there's feeding, there's schooling. There are so many dressing, clothing. So you look at the constraint that is going to put on a regular family. Not everyone can afford that kind of life where we are headed to. So that's why the government has to come out, encourage its people, plan for the families. Yes.
Yeah, we are looking at the benefits of family planning, and this is at a broader perspective. But we want now to get back to you, the mother. What do you benefit if you practice family planning?
Yes, you know, when a woman is pregnant, her body undergoes so many changes.
Yeah.
Everything changes in the woman's body. So when she delivers, we need time for the woman to heal, the body to get back together so that she can be able to get back in shape, to be able to carry the next child. That's why we have that too soon, too early. If a woman delivers a child, we expect her to rest for a minimum of 2 years before she conceives for another child. But sometimes it does not happen because some women are breastfeeding, they feel they will not conceive. The woman's fertility returns from 6 weeks onwards from delivery. So
meaning she can conceive at 6 weeks after birth.
After birth, 6 weeks after birth, she can conceive. Our bodies are different. Some bodies react different. Some people start getting their menstruation after delivery at 8 months. Others get it at as early as 1 week or 1 week and a half. Those are 6 weeks. So we've been advising women, when you go back for the 6 weeks checkup, go for family planning too, because you have a child too soon. And when you have a child too soon, your body has not healed. The healing process has not taken place. So it wears you down. And then you as a mother, you also have to take care of the little ones. You have to breastfeed, you have to feed the children. They're all looking for attention. So you're strained the whole day. The whole week, the whole day, you're strained, you're looking after children. So psychologically also, and mentally, you're not fine because you're thinking about the babies, they have to eat, they have to feed, you have to take care of the home. At the same time, you're pregnant.
The production of the breast
everything will be affected. The nutrition will be affected. You know, we need time to heal and we need time to organize our bodies. So that's why we say a mother needs time to recover from childbirth before you can give birth again, and that is given a period of 2 years plus. Yes.
And I think 2 years is not a big period.
You know, it's not a big period.
Yeah. You can be patient and wait. So we are shortly going for a commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to look at why a man should also practice family planning, and how does the community benefit from family planning.
Do you know that you can now enjoy great enriching shows anywhere through the Family TV app? Here is how to download it. Open Play Store on your phone. Search for the Family TV app. Click Install. After installing it, open it and enjoy enriching content anywhere, everywhere, anytime. Family TV, enriching lives.
The starting point of your surgery, when they say attention and you hold your legs, you have made yourself a soldier.
Then I said, now I know you want me to get saved, so I am going to get saved, but give me time. Can you imagine telling God, if you ask him for something, can you imagine him telling you, give me time?
I praise God that I was condemned, because if I wasn't condemned by man, then consequently I would have been condemned by God. But because of that, human condemnation that led me to my salvation.
Brethren, yes, we can. We can clear the debt of church house. And I want to invite you to give generously to the love gift. May God bless you as you give.
The program you're watching is HealthPort. HealthPort is basically looking at maternal and child health, early childhood development, and other public health areas. This program is brought to you by Makerere University School of Public Health, together with Church of Uganda Family TV. Edrine, Osteen, Mukalazi is my name. Mebo Murungi, sign language interpreter, and Dr. Hanifan Nakwanagi from Maristops, Uganda. And because we look at early childhood development and maternal health, that is why we are looking at family planning in this particular episode and the benefits of family planning to you as a parent. In the first part of this program, we looked at the benefits of family planning to the mother. And we now want to look at the benefits of family planning as to a father, because fathers think it is mothers to practice family planning, but Dr. Hanif and Dr. Rashidah from the previous episode proved to us that even fathers should be part of family planning. So, Doctor.
Yes.
How do men now come in and how do they benefit from this whole, because we've looked at a mother and we realized the mother really needs family planning for the body to rest and relax and then to improve their psychological well-being. What about the father?
You see, when we talk about family planning, we look at different benefits for the mother, for the child, and then the father.
Yes.
Now, for the father, you may say this father doesn't carry a pregnancy. This father he's there to support to support the family. But now, if you have so many children you're supporting, you're going to be constrained. Originally, our mothers used to go to the bush and get firewood to cook food. They had chunks of land to share from and do farming, and then food was available. Now it's very hard to get land where people are going to do from farming. People are now resorting to charcoal to cook. Firewood is hard to get. You can move the whole day trying to look for pieces of firewood, and it's not there. So already the resources are constrained.
That is in the village. But we also look at in Kampala here, where even someone who has been hawking or vendors are now off the roads.
Yes.
Yeah, the cases in the smart city, and now they have nowhere to.
Also, starting from someone who is like down there, coming to someone who is in town. So in the villages, everything is restrained. They're also expecting food from Kampala to be taken to the village to eat. Then our mothers could afford to do that. That's why they could afford to have 7, 8, 10 children.
And they were all fine.
And were all fine and healthy. Remember, mortality rate is high for children between 0 to 5 years.
Yeah.
But now that you have like 3 children below 5 years, that is a dangerous sign. So as a father, it also constrains you financially, because you have to take care of those children, give them the best nutrition. The reason why the children get malnourished, poor feeding, poor poor housing. You find people in one room that is poor, aerated, because the father cannot afford them. And the mother is also pregnant. She has 3 more waiting. So when you look at such a sorry state, you also feel for the father that, no, this is constraining. And then before you know it, the father will start drinking alcohol. He will not be providing for the family. Then we also have things like school.
Yeah.
School is very expensive. These children need to go to school. These children need, we've been in COVID for so long. So now everyone is stressed about school fees. If there's so many children, it gets hard for you to control or for you to be able to put your children in school. But if you have a manageable number of children, you take your children to the best schools, you take them to the best hospitals for health care, you buy them the best clothes that you can afford. So as a father, you feel that you need to manage your family so that you can be able to give them the best of the best in what you can afford within your pocket. So even the men, when we talk about family planning, we also want you to know that also this has benefits as a man. His mind is settled, because if you can afford to pay school fees for your 5 children in the best schools that you have in your area, then your mind is settled. You're very fine. You can have comfort at home, you can have comfort at work, you can have comfort wherever you are. You're emotionally comfortable because you can afford to look after your children.
We don't want to sit with someone in a taxi and out of the blue simply because they're overthinking of how the family is going to survive.
Yeah, it happens. And because the children are young, they need to eat a healthy meal.
Yeah.
They need to have like all the basic needs in a food are supposed to be there. But if you have 7 children, you eat a kilo of meat, you eat meat during Christmas, the whole 12 months you will not be eating.
Exactly.
So even when someone gets sick, you'll be like, go to the facility, buy 2 Panadols, you come and give this child. But if you can afford, you will not go through all that. Your children will get the best of everything. So as a father, family planning should also benefit you. And then also, if you go to a hospital and they tell you, give your woman time to rest so that she can be able to heal, you should understand why they're telling you this. Give her time to rest before she gets another baby. Yes.
What about the child? Because I believe the child also must be benefiting from this practice that the mother and father take up.
Yes.
How do they benefit?
Because the children depend on the mothers from an early age. Remember, from 0 to 6 months, this child is breastfeeding most of the time. Then from 6 to 11 months, they're either breastfeeding and at the same time being weaned with food. So as a child, the child needs all that time and the nutrition for them to grow. Like you've said, this is School of Public Health,
Yes.
Maternal and Child Health. So their focus is to make sure the children that we are bringing into the world are healthy, to reduce on child mortality rate. Because if children are not well fed, poor nutrition, those are children you're going to find in malnutrition because of poor feeding. The mother doesn't have time.
Yeah.
She's still breastfeeding this one, she's already pregnant. So when she gets pregnant, this baby has to stop breastfeeding. Before you know it, another baby has come on board. So how will she be able to look after that child, feed them, make sure they are clothed? And then the children themselves also need attention. Yeah. They need to be cared for. They need to be taken to be given time. So if you're breastfeeding, you have another one who is asking for attention, definitely this child will not get the best out of you. They will feel like that they are depleted of their love because you're diverting all the love to the newborn baby or to your pregnancy. So even the children benefit from family planning, not only the mom, the mother. So if a mother gives birth to another child after 2 years, I think the child is big enough for them. Not so big, but they can survive. They can survive all these other illnesses. They can be able to handle the stress of mother having another baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we don't want to have issues like this baby is 1 year old, but the mother is making this baby carry the young one simply because.
Yes, and we've seen those things in the villages. People come for immunization. You see a 4 or 5 year old, she has another baby on the back. Then there's another one who is walking. Then the mother is also pregnant. So that picture is not good. So even this baby grows up faster than they're supposed to grow up. We give our children time to grow, to appreciate every stage of their lives. But because you're giving birth too soon, you're not giving your child time to appreciate their growth milestones.
Yeah.
Before they know it, they're already adults in their heads, because they have to take care of these other little ones. They have to make sure they're fed, they're the ones to carry their siblings to the hospital, they're the ones to make sure their siblings are putting on clean clothes. The mother is so busy, or she's too tired to even help this little one.
Well, that is how family planning benefits you as a family. But now, we want to look at the benefits of family planning to the community. Are there any developmental benefits of family planning to the community?
Yes. Like we've seen, I've always been giving an example of Uganda with other countries or in the Western world. The smaller the population, the better to manage that population. The bigger the population, we shall find that our resources are going to be constrained. You'll find that in a community where there are so many people, like our population is very big, schools will be crowded, and then even the standard of the schools are worrying, because everyone has to make sure that their children go to that school out there. So if the population is well managed and they're smaller, you'll find better facilities, better hospitals, beautiful schools with the teachers who are willing to work. The providers are there to give medication. But if the people are constrained, you find over 100 people who have come to see one nurse in a day. So you expect that nurse to give them the best. She will try, but definitely she will also get overwhelmed. So if a community is small, the facilities are better. Then you see even like, then our fathers used to have chunks of land where farming would take place. But now it's getting very difficult to even find land to do farming from, because everywhere there are people. So land is getting very expensive, it's getting scarce, so even people cannot grow food. So as a community, people feel already they are constrained. Every time, people who used to grow their own food are now buying food to survive. Then you look at resources, natural resources like water, electricity, firewood. Those small things that we used to have for free or we could easily access are also getting very scarce.
Yes.
Then
and today in villages, people still buy firewood.
Yes.
Which wasn't the case.
Which wasn't the case. People now are buying firewood. The other time you could walk into a forest and come back with a heap of firewood.
No more forests.
No, the forests are being depleted because the population is growing and people are occupying they're occupying the forest. Then you look at our resources. I would say the basics that we used to get: sugar, salt. Those things used to be very cheap. Then you could get sugar at 200 shillings, at 300 shillings. Now it's very expensive to get a bar of soap. It's very expensive to buy a kilo of sugar.
True.
So if all those things are put into consideration, I think we need family planning. We need to go back to the drawing board and encourage people. Yes, people don't understand what family planning is, and those ones who have embraced it also still have their doubts. This is why we are here, to make you know that family planning is good for you and you need it.
Okay.
Yes.
Who should go for family planning? Now that we know we have the father benefited out of family planning, the mother, the community. So among the people, should we say someone who has given 2 or 3 children should go family planning? Or if we are newly married and we have not yet reached, like Jonah, my predecessor, is getting married. So maybe they're married and they're not really ready to have a child. Can they practice family planning immediately?
Any lady who is of childbearing age can take up family planning. The reason why I'm saying childbearing age, we don't know what your priorities in life are. Some people would say, I would love to get family planning before I deliver, so that I need to work, I need to go for my school. Yes, they're married. Anyone who is of childbearing age can go for family planning. And there are different methods for different people. You come to the facility, you come to us, we talk to you, we educate you, and then you take up family planning. So anyone of childbearing age can go for family planning. We will not say that the men don't stay. If a man feels that he has had enough children, he can also go and do a permanent method. But you can also come with your lady. You can also come and attend those health talks and go back and talk to your lady and tell her, you know, I've been through the health talks at the facility and I picked some condoms, because also condoms is a form of family planning. I picked some condoms. I think next time we shall go as a couple, then you can take a family planning method. Yes, there are men out there who sympathize with their women. He tells you, my woman has been taking this form of family planning, it didn't work out. We took another form of family planning, it didn't work out. So I think I need to be the one to help her so that we do not have any more children.
So, Doctor, what is your last message to the couples out there concerning family planning?
I want to tell the people out there that family planning is available. All the methods are there at the facilities, and the providers are willing to work. You come, we counsel you for family planning, we give you the best method. All
How
the
long
questions,
does this counseling take?
It's usually it takes 15 to 10 minutes.
I thought it takes days or months.
No. It's a short. It's a short session whereby we tell you what family planning is. Like I said in the beginning, people think family planning is stopping you from getting pregnant. We tell you what family planning is. We tell you the benefits of family planning. We tell you what to expect when you take that method and how we are going to insert that method. Sometimes this is the time when people get to talk about all their fears, all the myths they have on their mind. They come and talk about it so that when they go back, they are satisfied that I'm taking the right method. So people, we are willing to work. You come in big numbers, and you, our dear clients out there, we shall serve you. We can even serve up to night as long as clients are there. So don't shy away from getting family planning. Go to any facilities. You find their midwives who are trained. If you hear an outreach, go get services. We have different outlets where you can get services. So please come. We are waiting for you, and we shall work on you.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Rashidah. We are indeed glad that you've come up to share this message with our viewers. And a credit to the School of Public Health, Makerere University. We are so much impressed about this message. And I believe it is benefiting someone out there. Yes, you who has had a lot of questions on family planning. I told you last week that we have dedicated the entire month to demystify the myths and misconceptions that you have on family planning. And we are still with Dr. Rashidah because she still has a lot to share with us. But as of today, we shall break it at this very point. Edrine Osteen Mukalazi is my name. Mebo Murungi, our sign language interpreter. Dr. Rashidah from from Maristops, Uganda. Jonah Jal, the producer. Bantam in transmission, together with the entire team that works hand in hand to see that this message reaches you. Good night, stay blessed.